Keeping up with our motto that learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure, here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students. Let us continue with Chapter 9, Motion and Types of Motion. In the previous session, we have discussed about motion, distance and displacement. Today, we are going to discuss about types of motion. There are two types of motion, linear motion and non-linear motion. Linear motion is further divided as uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. And there are four types of non-linear motion: oscillatory motion, circular motion, periodic motion and random motion. Today we are going to discuss linear motion in detail. Linear motion. When a body moves on a straight line, the motion is called linear motion. Here you can see the wheel is moving along a straight path. Example is a space shuttle moving up. The motion of the space shuttle is along a straight vertical line in the upward direction. So this motion is an example of linear motion. Let us see few more examples. The soldiers in the march past, they have linear motion. You can see they are moving along a straight horizontal line. Motion of this car on a straight road is an example of linear motion. Here, the people, they are sliding over a straight vertical slide in a water park. This motion is also a linear motion. Here, a boy sliding over a slide. The slide is also linear. So the motion of the child is also linear motion. A bullet fired from a gun is also having a linear motion. Now we have already seen these two pictures. Both pictures represent linear motion. But can you spot a difference between them? Motion of soldiers in a march past is uniform linear motion, whereas motion of this child along a slide is non-uniform linear motion. Let us understand what is uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. Uniform linear motion, distance traversed by an object along a straight line in unit time is the same. Let us understand this with the help of one example. Over here, this picture shows the motion of a car along a straight path. It is linear motion. But why it is uniform linear motion? Here, if you will see the amount of distance travelled by the car in unit time, that is, the unit time here is 2 seconds. We will calculate the distance in every 2 seconds. So here, in the first 2 seconds, the distance covered by car is 0 to 4 meters, that is total 4 meter distance. In the next 2 seconds, again the distance covered by the car is 4 meter, that is from 4 meter to 8 meters. So the total distance covered is 4 meters. Again in the next 2 seconds, the distance covered by the car comes out to be 4 meters. So in every 2 seconds, the car is covering same amount of distance, that is 4 meters. That is why the motion of the car is called uniform linear motion, means it is covering equal amount of distance in unit time. Let us see few more examples. Here also the motion of soldiers is uniform. In unit time they are covering equal amount of distance. Bullets fired from gun is also an example of uniform linear motion. Now let us see non-uniform linear motion. Distance traversed by an object along a straight line in unit time keeps on changing. It is exactly opposite to the uniform linear motion. See the same example of car moving along a straight path. But here, if you will see, in unit time, which is 2 seconds, in every 2 seconds, the distance covered by the car keeps on changing. That is, in first 2 seconds, it is covering 2 meters. In next 2 seconds, it is covering a distance equal to 4 meters. And in the last 2 seconds, it is covering a distance of 1 meter. So in unit time, that is every 2 seconds, the distance covered by the car keeps on changing. So this is non-uniform linear motion. Let us see few more examples of non-uniform linear motion. An aeroplane which is taking off. The speed of the aeroplane increases with time. So, it is non-uniform linear motion. Here, the motion of these people sliding over a slide in Water Kingdom. As they are moving in the downward direction, their speed is increasing. So, there is change in speed. And the third one, we have already seen this. The motion of a child along a slide is also a non-uniform linear motion because the speed is increasing with time. This is all for this session. Thank you so much. In the next session, we will start with non-linear motion.